Have you ever felt like life has pushed you to the absolute edge, where all you have left is the courage to take one more step? This is the story of Bhushan, a man whose village was swallowed by a relentless drought. The earth cracked open. Staying meant a slow, certain death. So, with nothing but determination in his heart and emptiness in his pockets, he walked. He walked until his feet, bruised and weary, led him to the unfamiliar village of Vijaypur. Hungry, exhausted, and on the brink of despair, Bhushan found himself standing before Jagat-Seth, a wealthy cattle owner known for his stern demeanor. Bhushan humbled himself, begging for any work, explaining how the famine had stolen everything from him. Jagat-Seth looked him over, his eyes sharp and discerning. "The only job I have," he said bluntly, "is cleaning manure, feeding 50 cows and buffaloes, and caring for them day and night." The pay was meager, just 2 simple meals a day and a small monthly wage. It was backbreaking labor, and Jagat-Seth made no effort to soften that truth. Without a moment's hesitation, Bhushan accepted. He even asked for permission to sleep in the cowshed, as he had no other shelter. From that day on, his life was governed by the sun. He rose before dawn and worked long after sunset. He cleaned the filth, fed the animals, and fetched endless buckets of water. He treated each cow with a gentle patience that seemed out of place amidst the grime and stench. He never complained, even as the smell of the cowshed became a part of him, clinging to his clothes and skin. Slowly, Jagat-Seth began to notice a change. His animals were healthier, calmer. They were producing more milk than ever before. He watched Bhushan day in and day out, and saw not just a laborer, but a man of incredible dedication and unwavering honesty. Impressed, he doubled Bhushan's wages. Years passed. Through sheer discipline and sacrifice, Bhushan saved every spare coin. He eventually saved enough to build a small, simple hut for himself, sanctuary where he could finally breathe air free from the smell of manure. Yet his loyalty to Jagat-Seth and his work never wavered. As time went on, a wave of thefts swept through the village, and Bhushan grew anxious about his life's savings. Seeking advice, he was told that the village landlord was an honest, well-guarded man, trusted by everyone. Letting faith overpower caution, Bhushan went to the landlord and handed over all his hard-earned money, believing it would be safe. When the day finally came for Bhushan to retrieve his savings to buy a small plot of land, his dream of farming was within reach. But when he stood before the landlord, he was met with a cold, dismissive stare. The landlord denied ever seeing him before, demanding documents that were never requested. He accused Bhushan of being a liar and a thief. As Bhushan pleaded, his voice cracking with desperation, the landlord ordered his men to beat him and throw him out. Bhushan was left broken, not just in body, but in spirit. The betrayal cut deeper than any physical wound. He lay injured in his hut for days, unable to work, until Jagat-Seth, concerned by his absence, came looking for him. Seeing Bhushan's condition and learning the truth, Jagat-Seth was filled with a cold fury and a deep regret for his part in advising Bhushan. But his plan wasn't for revenge, it was for justice. The very next day, Jagat-Seth arrived at the landlord's house carrying a large suitcase overflowing with money. He told the landlord he was traveling and needed a trustworthy man to safeguard his fortune. Greed glittered in the landlord's eyes as he eagerly agreed, boasting of his own impeccable honesty. At that exact moment, Bhushan walked in. The landlord's face went pale. His tone changed instantly. He feigned recognition, apologized profusely, and immediately returned every single coin of Bhushan's stolen money, terrified of being exposed and losing the much greater prize right in front of him. Once Bhushan had his money, he left without a word. Jagat-Seth then calmly turned to the landlord. "My travel plans have been canceled," he announced, taking back his suitcase. "Thank you for your honesty." He walked away, leaving the landlord to the sickening realization that his own greed had cost him everything. Tears streamed down Bhushan's face as he thanked Jagat-Seth, who placed a hand on his shoulder. "Wealth earned through sweat and integrity," he said gently, "is always protected. But money gained through deceit never stays for long." Bhushan's life didn't magically transform overnight, but something more important was restored: his faith in hard work, in justice, and in himself. With his savings secure, he stepped forward, no longer a helpless laborer, but a man who had learned that courage and integrity will always outlast greed. Thanks for watching. If this story moved you, Please like, share, and subscribe for more content that inspires.